Hey, welcome, good friends. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, and I'm presenting a Yankee game tonight. It's part of my 1976 replay. I'm in August, I believe, 22nd. It's a Sunday, and we're facing the California Angels. We are in the Bronx. Let's go over the lineups. Can I do it here? No, hold on a second. Excuse me. All right, the lineups for the Angels. Dave Collins, DHing, leading off. Jerry Remy at second base, batting second. Third is Bruce Bhakti, the left fielder. Tony Solita at first base in the cleanup spot. Danny Briggs, the center fielder. He is batting fifth. Sixth is Terry Humphrey, the catcher. Seventh is Bob Jones, the right fielder. Eighth is Ron Jackson, the third baseman. Dave Chalk, the shortstop, batting ninth. And on the mound will be Frank Tanana. And Tanana, we'll look at what he's done quickly here. Tanana is, his stats are down here. 2.71 ERA. 14 and it looks like 14 and 10. It looks like it's cut off. We'll see it on the next screen. For the Yankees, it's Roy White leading off in center field. Thurman Munson, the DH, batting second. Lou Piniella in right field. In the three-hole, cleanup is Chris Chambliss, the first baseman. Craig Nettles at third base, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Otto Velez, the left fielder. He, I know, goes to the Blue Jays in '77. Fran Healy, the catcher, batting seventh. Eighth is Willie Randolph, second baseman, and ninth is Fred Chicken Stanley. On the mound is the pitcher the Yankees picked up in '75 as a free agent from the Oakland Athletics, Jim Catfish Hunter. And Jim Catfish Hunter's stats, he is 3.07 ERA, 16 and 7, 1.2 WHIP, 28 games started. Let's play ball. Now I haven't rolled to see what kind of stuff these guys will have. We have a little sound from the crowd. And all right, here's the field. Let's roll to see what kind of stuff these guys have. So we're going to roll first for Catfish, and he will have B stuff. And where's my scissor? All right, so I need my scissors because I use some Post-its just to separate the columns so it's easier and quicker to read. And let's roll for Frank Tanana. See what kind of stuff Tanana will have, and Tanana will have his B stuff as well. So both pitchers are down their B column, and let's play ball. Here's Dave Collins. He's a switch hitter, bats from the left side against Hunter. Hunter checks in with Healy for the sign, and he brings it. And that's going to be a snake eyes, which is going to be a ground ball to Chambliss at first. Chambliss will feed Hunter, and Hunter just beats Collins to the bag for a 3-1 putout. That's one away. We're in the top of the first inning. And it's Jerry Remy, lefty hitter with a 25, and that's ripped and caught. So Remy goes the opposite field, and Nettles, playing towards the shortstop hole, is right there and snags it for the out. 2 away, Bruce Bhakti, lefty hitter, and that's going to be a bouncer up the middle and through in a center field, played by White. Bhakti makes his turn, goes back to first. He's on at first, and Hunter takes a look over there. Bhakti's got his lead, not a very big lead, so Hunter's not really worried. Tony Solita, left-handed power hitter, never really is a true power hitter. I mean, he did, to be fair, he's got 9 home runs in 200 at-bats, so it would be 27 over the course of 600 at-bats, so I'd say that, you know, he's got his power. They don't play him every day. I guess he doesn't hit lefties very well. And here's the pitch to Tony Solita from Hunter. And that's going to be a 54 card check, so that's going to be, let's see what that becomes. And that's going to be a potential wild pitch. And Hunter no, it's blocked by Healy. Nice block. by the catcher Healy. And that was a 12. That's going to be, it's not going to be a pass ball. It's not going to be a wild pitch. Hunter has good control. And Solida's still up. Runner on first takes his lead. Hunter checks in with Healy. And he's ready. Here's the pitch. And a 14 will be a ground ball to Chambliss. Chambliss will step on the bag ahead of Solida, and that retires the side. So the Angels pick up a hit. We move to the bottom of the first inning. It's Roy White leads off. Roy White's having a good season at 320. Batted 286. Here's the pitch to White, and that's going to be ripped to left field for a base hit. Played on a hop by Bhakti. And White is on with a single. And he's got an aggressive lead. Tanana throws over, and White goes in head first. They better keep an eye on White because he's got some stolen bases. Got about 20 stolen bases or so. All right, so Munson steps in the box. Tanana looks at White. Now looks at Humphrey. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. There goes White. And the throw down. Humphrey shoots it down, and will he get White? I gotta look at Humphrey's stat. Ooh, what did I do with that? I was part of a draft today, and I moved everything around to make space. Let me see what I did with that, all that stuff. Oh, here it is. Okay, great. I tracked it down. I think this is it. Let's see. Should be it. Yes, it is. Okay, great. And Humphrey is a average arm, so he will get the tag by Remy, and White is out. They got him. So he's thrown out by Humphrey. Great throw. 2-4 caught stealing, and Munson with a 61, and that'll be a swing and a miss, and Munson chases. Next up is Lou Piniella. He's a right-handed hitter. The pitch from Tanana. And that's line. Base hit to left for Lou Piniella. Played on a hop by Bhakti. So Pinella's on at first with a 2-out single. We're in the bottom of the first. No score. 2 outs. Piniella takes his lead off first. Chambliss, lefty hitter. Tanana checks in with Humphrey. Shakes it off. Now he has one he likes. Sets his grip. Ball out of sight. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 12, which will be a fly ball lifted to left center field. Briggs and Bhakti come together, and it's Bhakti who makes the call, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. We go to the top of the second. Top of the second, we're going to see Briggs, Humphrey, and Jones. All right, Catfish Hunter, pitch, and a 61 will be a swing and a miss, and Hunter picks up a K. Next is Humphrey. What is Humphrey batting? 245, 3 home runs. Pitch from Hunter. And a 63 will be a ground ball to third. Nettles scoops it. Fires to first. 2 away. Bob Jones, excuse me, bats from the left side. Jones batting 230, 7 home runs. The pitch from Hunter, and that's going to be an error check on the first baseman, Chambliss. Chambliss. I could just check Chambliss' card here, but I don't have the Yankees for some reason. I don't know what I did with the Yankees. All right, so I'm just going to check Chambliss' card. It's probably faster. Chris Chambliss makes the play, and that ends the inning. And Chambliss feeds Hunter on the run for 3-1 putout. We go to the bottom of the second now. Nettles leads off Nettles leads the Yankees in home runs with 27. He hit 32. He's got about 5 more weeks. So he's going to be right on the money. And here's Frank Tanana with the pitch. And a 35 will be a tapper right back to Tanana. And he throws out Nettles for out number 1. Otto Velez bats from the right side. Velez is batting .268 with 3 home runs. Tanana on the slab, shakes off the sign, now sees one he likes, sets his grip with the ball out of sight, and he deals. And a 21 will be a check swing. Did he go around? And the first base umpire says yes he did, and Velez doesn't like it. All right, here's Healy with 2 outs. Fran Healy batting .254, 130 at bats, 2 stolen bases, no home runs. Tanana winds and deals to Healy, and that's going to be a 42, which will be a fly ball left center field. Bhakti and Briggs, and Bhakti comes up with it to retire the side. We'll go to the top of the 3rd inning, so Tanana sets him down in order. There's no score here, and it's going to be Ron Jackson, right-handed hitter. Pitch from CATFISH with a 35, and that'll be a line drive, base hit to left center field. White gets it into the shortstop, Chicken Stanley. And Jackson takes his turn and back to first. Chalk now. Good bunter. And he squares. And it's a good bunt picked up by Hunter. And Jackson goes to second. So they got a runner in scoring position here. Probably the right move with 2 of these quality pitchers going at each other. And here's Dave Collins. Dave Collins batting .269 with 6 home runs and 18 stolen bases. CATFISH checks with Healy. He's set to pitch, tightens his jaw as he gets the sign, and Healy sets his target. Here's Hunter's pitch, and a 25 will be a tapper right back to the mound. And Hunter will look Jackson back to second. 2 away now. All right, on deck, you got Bruce Bhakti. Jerry Remy takes a couple of practice swings, looks down at the barrel now, steps in the box. Hunter checks Healy. He prepares to come home, focuses in on the target. Healy's ready, and Hunter brings it. And that's a 35, which will be a line drive base hit to right center field. Piniella comes over, and in front of him is White, and they're going to hold up. He's going to get a stop sign from the third base coach, so it's going to be 1st and 3rd. It was hit so hard, and White got to it so quickly that they held up Ron Jackson at 3rd. So it's 1st and 3rd here with Bruce Bhakti coming up to bat here. He bats from the left side, batting .256 with no home runs, 6 stolen bases, and 400 at bats. Not very much power from Bhakti. He hit only 2 home runs in reality. And Hunter checks on Remy, looks at Jackson. Jackson shuffles off 3rd. Remy takes an aggressive lead, and Bhakti is ready. Hunter gets the sign and deals. And that's going to be a 62. Strike 3, and Bhakti goes down on strikes, and boy, he's fuming. Just mad at himself. Bottom of the 3rd, here we come. No score in this game. Angels with 3 hits, Yankees with 2 hits. And it's Willie Randolph, picked up from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Willie Randolph, what a trade that was for the Yankees. Played with the Yankees for a long, long time. All right, here's a pitch to Willie Randolph. And that's going to be a bouncer to Chalk. He charges. Throws in one motion and gets the speedy Randolph. Fred Stanley now. Tanana checks in. Foot on the rubber, looks home. Gets the sign from Humphrey. And he wheels and deals, and that's a 23, and that'll be ripped to center field. Briggs coming on hard. Will he get there? Yes, a nice sliding catch by Johnny Briggs off a bullet off the bat of Fred Chicken Stanley, who's not known for hitting the ball very well. That's 2 outs now. Here comes Roy White, switch hitter, having a great season, batting .322. White batting from the right side against the lefty Tanana. 2 outs, nobody on. Tanana looks to Humphrey for the sign. He's set to pitch. Humphrey gives him the target, and here he is. It's a 14, and that's going to be a fly ball. Left field towards the line is Bhakti on the run, and he makes a running catch, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 4th. Coming up is Tony Solita. All right, so Hunter gets ready to work on him. He has a look of determination on his face, and Healy gives him the sign. Hunter's ready to go and brings it. And that's going to be a pop-up. A skyscraper to left field. Stanley nettles back. Velez comes in. Velez calls him off and makes the catch for the first out. Here's Dan Briggs. I think I called him Johnny Briggs for some reason. His name is Dan Briggs. Dan Briggs, a lefty hitter. Briggs batting .222, 180 at bats. Here's the pitch. And that's a check swing, and they check with the third base umpire, rings him up, and Briggs not happy about that call either. Muttering to himself as he walks back to the bench. Here are 2 outs and Terry Humphrey. Terry Humphrey had 200 at-bats, 10 doubles, a home run, 19 RBIs, 245 average, and the replay's batting .242. How's that? Pretty interesting. So Hunter gets the sign from Healy. Winds and deals. And that's a 36, and that'll be a fly ball center field. Roy White drifts under it, squeeze it for the out, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 0-0 tie. We got a little bit of a pitcher's duel here at Yankee Stadium. Nice crowd. Beautiful day. Thurman Munson leads off. The Walrus. Pitch from Tanana. That's a 46 and a 1. That's a deep drive. Pull down the line into the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that ball is out of here. Thurman Munson hits looked like his 14th of the season. And Munson, how many did he hit? He hit 17, so he's right on the money as well. So it's 1-0 Yankees. And he gets congratulated by his teammates as he goes into the dugout. Lou Piniella steps in the box now. Piniella knows how to get on base. He's an aggressive hitter, batting .310. Doesn't walk very much, but can sure swing that bat. So Tanana, a little frustrated with himself, steps down off the mound and picks up the rosin. Climbs back on the mound and rubs the ball. Foot on the rubber, looks towards Humphrey. Gets the sign. And he wheels and deals. And that's going to be ripped down the line into the corner. One hop off the wall. Piniella digging for second. Bhakti, the throw to second base. The tag from Remy. And Piniella avoids the tag and gets in there with a double here to put another run in scoring position for the Yanks. Chris Chambliss. You got Chambliss and you got Nettles on deck, and in the hole you got Otto Velez. So Frank Tanana struggling a little bit here. They definitely don't want to give up any more runs. Thinking of walking Chambliss, even though Chambliss is a lefty. Chambliss is batting .287. He batted .293. So Tanana's going to face Chambliss. Here's the pitch from Tanana. Taking his leadoff second is Piniella. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. Briggs backing up 2 or 3 steps. And this is going to allow Piniella to tag up, I'm pretty sure. It will. And he goes to third on that fly out. Throw comes in, is cut off by Chalk. Going to third is Piniella. So we got Piniella at third base, and up comes Greg Nettles. Nettles has good power. What a great pickup for the Yanks from the Cleveland Indians. I believe it was 74, 75. Can't remember. Defensively, he can really pick it as well. Got a strong arm. And an excellent range. He's got a great range as well. Here's Frank Tanana. The infield's going to come in. You got Jackson, Chalk, Remy, and Solita all on the infield grass. Here's the pitch to Nettles. That's going to be a 46 and a 15. That's going to be popped up. And that is in foul territory. Third baseman Jackson waits for it and makes the catch for out number 2. So Tanana with a great pitch. Fooled Nettles, got him to pop up. And there's 2 outs now. The infield plays back. Piniella shuffles at third. Tanana gives him a look. Velez at the plate. Otto Velez batting .264, 72 at bats. And Frank Tanana brings it. And that's going to be an error check on a ground ball to the second baseman, Remy. And Remy will make that play. Yes, he will. Scoops it and whips its sidearm to first to end the inning. So damage is minimized. Only a run comes in on that solo home run by the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Rest in peace. Bobby Jones. Bob Jones up against Jim Catfish Hunter. Catfish Hunter, one of my favorite pitchers of all time. Bobby Jones bats from the left side. Hunter gets a sign from Healy. Winds and deals. And a snake eyes, and that'll be a tapper right back to Hunter. Hunter feels his position, throws out Jones for out number 1. Ron Jackson now. Hunter's allowed only 3 hits. Gets the sign from Healy. Shakes off the sign. He sees one. He gets one he likes now. Sets his grip with the ball out of sight, and he brings it. And another snake eyes, which is going to be again a tap right back to the mound. Hunter. It's Hunter between Hunter and Healy. Hunter takes it and whips it to first for out number 2. So back-to-back grounders to the pitcher. And here's Dave Chalk. You don't see that very often. Dave Chalk today. What has he done today? Dave Chalk is he sacrificed. Chalk is a right-handed hitter. The pitch from Hunter. And that's going to be 22, and that will be a base on ball. So a free ticket to Chalk with 2 outs. Hunter, uncharacteristically, walks a batter. Doesn't walk very many. Unlike Ed Figueroa that walked a ton of guys. Here's Dave Collins. So the tying run is on at first. Dave Collins, left-handed hitter, batting .268. Collins today, this should be the 3rd time he bats, right? Or the 2nd time? 3rd time. He's 0 for 2 today. And Hunter gets ready to work on him. Has a look of determination. Healy ready to receive. And Hunter ready to go. The pitch. Oh, and that's going to be bounced up the middle. And will anybody get there? No. Will the run score? No, he's on at first base. So will he go to third? That's the question. And if he's fast, I don't know if he's fast. If he's fast, he is not, so he'll stop at second base. They're going to hold him up. The third base coach flashes the stop sign, and Chalk puts on the brakes. And so Collins comes up with a seeing eyes single. That ball had eyes on it, played by White, and flips it into Stanley. So we got first and second. Here comes Jerry Remy. Jerry Remy, I think, just passed away as well from cancer. He was a Boston Red Sox announcer for a long time, beloved over in Boston. So Catfish prepares to come home, focuses in on the target. Healy's ready, and Hunter brings it. And a 51 is going to be a swing and a miss, struck him out. Big K for Catfish Hunter. Reaches back for a little extra. And gets the big call when he needs it. So Catfish Hunter showing off why he got the big bucks with the Yankees, why he was an integral part of the 3 world championships won by the Oakland A's in 72, 73, and 74. Big part of that. And in 75, I've seen interviews where they asked, hey, you guys didn't make it in 75, and they said, hey, we're missing a big part of our team, and it was Jim Catfish Hunter they were talking about. And Fran Healy leads off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 1-0 Yankees. The run coming off a solo home run by the captain, Thurman Munson. So Healy steps in the box, takes a couple of practice swings. He's ready. Tanana checks with Humphrey, winds and deals, and that's going to be a 62, and that's a check swing. And he went around, one away. Randolph is next. Tanana gets the sign. He's ready. And the pitch, and that's going to be a bouncer to third. Jackson up with it, fires a strike to Solita for out number 2. So 2 away, and Fred Stanley. Stanley batting .227. In reality, he batted .238, so a little bit under, a few points under. Tanana brings it. And a 54, we're going to see what that is. That's going to be, we're going to go to the next chart. And that's going to be a pop-up in foul territory. Catcher is over there. And Humphrey waits for it, makes a basket catch, and that ends the inning. So an FO2, and we go to the top of the 6th inning. So we got a pitcher's duel here in New York, in the Bronx, 161st Street. Bruce Bhakti. He's set to go, and so is Hunter. The pitch from Hunter, and that's a 41. That's going to be ball 4. So Bhakti walks. Bhakti's a speedy runner. Tony Solita, not a good hit and run guy, and he's got power. So we're just going to swing away, and you can tag Hunter if you just way back. So Hunter looks in to Healy. Now looks over at Bhakti. Back to Healy. Gets the sign he wants to the belt and deals. And that's going to be a 35, which will be a ground ball to, he's a lefty, he's a ground ball to Chambliss. And this may go for a double play. Chambliss, I believe, has a strong arm. Hold on a second. I got a bunch of stuff here. Chambliss. No, it's going to, runner will advance. No chance for a double play. And he will take it himself. So moving into scoring position is Bhakti now. So Solita pulls one and bounces it weakly to Chambliss. Picks it up, steps on the bag. Bhakti to second. His tying run is in scoring position for Dan Briggs. I called him Johnny Briggs before. I think there was a Johnny Briggs with the Phillies in the early 70s. This is mid 70s. I don't know. I may be confusing. Who knows? All right, Dan Briggs, batting .221. He can't hit and run very well. Not going to bunt here either. We're going to swing away. The pitch from Catfish, and that's going to be a 34, and that's going to be a check swing. Blooper. Will it fall in? Yes, it does. And scoring from second? Possibly. There's going to be a play at the plate. Right fielder Piniella. See what kind of arm Piniella has. So they're waving Bhakti home, and Piniella does not have a great arm, did not have a lot of assists, so it's going to be tough to get a play to get him out, but we'll see. We're going to try. Here's the throw from Piniella, the tag by Healy, and he is safe at the plate. And going to second, I believe, will be Briggs. So RBI single to tie up the game. Dan Briggs comes up big here with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. It's a single, run scores, Briggs to second. And Hunter now has Humphrey to contend with the go-ahead run at second base. Yeah, Piniella was not going to throw him out. You know who would have thrown him out? Gamble would have thrown him out for sure. Gamble had a bunch of assists. Piniella didn't have very many, maybe 1 or 2. All right, so it's Humphrey against Catfish Hunter. And CATFISH set to work on him. Looks in at the sign. Healy's ready. And Hunter's ready to go with the pitch. And that's going to be a drive in the gap. And that's going to get by Velez. One hop off the wall. Scoring is Briggs. The Angels have taken a 2-1 lead. And into second base, ahead of the throw, is Humphreys with a huge double. And he is pumped up for sure. Terry Humphrey doesn't hit a lick. 245 hitter somehow connects off a Hunter fastball and drives in the go-ahead run here. And the Angels here in the top of the sixth lead at 2-1. Bob Jones comes up now. Jones bats from the left side. 226 hitter with 7 home runs. Got a little bit of power. CATFISH checks in with Healy. Shakes off the sound now, and a sign now sees one he likes. And he deals. And a 51 is going to be an error check on the second baseman. Randolph will field it. Allows Humphrey to go to third. And it's Ron Jackson now. Humphrey shuffles off third base. Hunter gives him a look. Looks in at Healy now. He prepares to come home, focuses in on the target. Healy's ready. And Hunter deals. And that is going to be line foul. Full count. Pitch from Hunter. And he doesn't offer. That's ball 4. So Hunter walks Jackson. That puts runners on first and third. And it's Dave Chalk. Chalk, 253 hitter. It's a right-hander. Hunter gets set to work on him. Has that look of determination on his face. Healy ready to receive. Hunter brings it. And a bouncer to short. Stanley charges. Gloves it. Fires the first. And in time. And the damage is minimized. So Hunter gets out of that situation. But he does give up 2 runs here on 6 hits and no errors. New York with 1 run on 4 hits and no errors. Frank TANANA is tough. And Roy White's ready to face him. Roy White batting .321 on the season, having an excellent year, batting 30 points higher than his average. And his average just won't come down. Gets hit after hit after hit. So we are going to the 7th. No, we're in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch from TANANA. And a 56. He swings and misses at a high fastball. He goes down on strikes. Couldn't catch up with that TANANA heat. And Munson now. Pitch from Munson, a 46 and a 19. That's going to be pulled down the line into the corner. And we're going to get a throw. So Munson is going to try for second. We're going to get a throw. Let's see. We're going to get a throw. Oh, and it's right on the money. The tag by Chalk, and Munson is out at second base. Great throw by Bobby Jones. I said it was to the left. It was Munson went the opposite field. And Bobby Jones throws him out at second base, trying to stretch a single into a double. Munson is out. Gets up. And with his head down, runs back to the dugout. All right, so let's go to detail. It's going to be a single. And right fielder to the shortstop, Chalk. Munson is out. And now is Lou Piniella. Lou Piniella with 2 outs. TANANA checks Humphrey for the sign, and he's ready. Deals. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Chalk fires to first. On target to Salida to retire the side. Dave Collins leads off the top of the 7th. Collins today is 1 for 3. Jerry Remy's next on deck, 1 for 3. And then in the hole is Bruce Bhakti, 1 for 2. Hunter deals. And it's a fly ball left field. Velez towards the line. He gets there for out number 1. Jerry Remy now. Lefty hitter. Hunter deals. And that's going to be, again, popped up left center field. And over is Velez, out number 2. Bruce Bhakti now. Hunter gets the sign, shakes him off, sees one he likes, winds and deals, and a 34, and that's going to be a check swing blooper, and right over the head of Willie Randolph's outstretched glove for a little Texas League bloop. Single here with 2 outs for Bhakti. Salida now. Takes a couple of practice swings, checks the barrel of the bat, steps in the box. Hunter gets the sign from Healy to the belt, deals to Salida, and that's going to be a hard hit ball down the line. Pinella, and Pinella gets there. Read that well right off the bat. Did not hesitate, and Pinella makes the catch. And here we go to the bottom of the seventh inning stretch. Chris Chambliss leads off. The Yankees trail by a run, 2-1. Playing our 1976 replay. California visits New York. Frank Tanana versus Jim Catfish Hunter. This is probably the last good season. And not great season, but the last season that you could really count on Hunter as a full-time pitcher. But I know that this season he pitched through a lot of injuries, because his ERA is just not what it was. With the A's in his prime, it was below 3. But in this case, I think he's up around 350. Hunter is in 76. Wins 17 games, loses 15 games, had an excellent whip. Struck out 173 in 299 innings. So he did give the Yankees a ton of innings. That's why I say this was the last real full season that Hunter pitches with the Yanks. They signed him up for a 5-year contract, I believe. But he basically succumbs to injuries, plays partial seasons in 77 and 78. And I believe even 79 he was around. And I think 79 is his last season. I believe he retires after that. All right, so here's Chris Chambliss. Pitch from Tanana. And 43 will be a bouncer to Salida at first. He takes it, steps on the bag ahead of Chambliss for the first out. Greg Nettles now. Greg Nettles has, with one swing of the bat, can tie up this game. Tanana checks in with Humphrey, gets the sign he wants and pitches. And a 21 is a swing and a miss, and he strikes out Nettles. And here's Velez with 2 out. Bats from the right side. And Tanana set to pitch. And here it is. And a 42 will be a bouncer to second base. Remy plants his feet, sidearms it to first to retire the side. We go to the top of the 8th inning. So Tanana's an A pitcher now. Should have been in that last inning. Hunter stays at a B pitcher. Trying to push two pitchers to go complete games. I would love that. I overused my bullpen pretty much in the first half of the season. I still have, Lyle has a ton of opportunities. But I need to push these pitchers for some more complete games. So Hunter gets a sign from Healy, winds and deals. And a 43 will be a bouncer to Chambliss at first. And he takes it for out number 1. Next up is Terry Humphrey. Humphrey's got a hit today, if I remember correctly. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Pitch from Hunter. And 25 will be a bouncer to third. Nettles backhands it, throws a strike to Chambliss. 2 away. And here's Bobby Jones, or Bob Jones. Keep on calling him Bobby Jones. I don't know why. So Hunter gets the sign from Healy and winds and deals. It's a 54. Going to look at Wilder chart, and it's going to be an error roll on the center fielder, Roy White, and a 5 to White in center. Ooh, what is that going to be? And No, he makes a nice catch. That ends the inning. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Fran Healy leads off. And Tanana winds the deals to Healy, and that's going to be a rip to center field for a base hit. Played on a hop by Briggs. Gets it into Remy. And Healy's on at first. Now, Healy's an average runner, so Healy will continue to run. Randolph is a good hit and run guy. You know what? Maybe we... that was a single to center. What did I just do? I gave him an out for some reason. I was wrong. I don't know what happened to me there. So the rope to center field off the bat of Healy, and we are going to bring in, you know what? We're going to bring in Sandy Alomar to run. Hold on a second. I want to make sure he's fast. He is, so he's going to come and run for Healy. So Alomar will come into pinch run, and Willie Randolph's going to try to hit and run. And there goes the runner. And a 5. Oh, that's going to be bounced to the first baseman, Solita. He's got one play, and that's the first. But Alomar gets into scoring position, which is exactly what we wanted. Fred Stanley comes up. We got a pinch hitter. Oh, we had nothing but lefties. Holy smokes, look at that. Alomar was the only guy that could have really, who was a switch hitter. Shouldn't have used him in pinch run. I didn't notice that. Huh. So, we're going to bring in, you know what? Not going to even bring in Mickey Rivers. We're going to bring in Carlos May. Not great against lefties, but that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go to Carlos May. He came over from the White Sox in '76. Carlos May, lefty hitter, against Tanana, the lefty. Tanana checks the sign with Humphrey, looks at Alomar. Alomar takes his lead. And Tanana gives him a look. Now he's ready, and he deals to May. And, oh, that's going to be a range check. A range check on the right fielder, Jones. And Jones, it's a looping liner. If it stays up, he'll get there. And no, it drops in. Jones did not get it. Oh, no, he made the catch. Jones made a sliding catch. Holy smokes. I'm looking at it here, and he just got in. Just got to that ball. And Alomar will have to come back. He went halfway, and he will have to come back to second base. What a catch by Bobby Jones. He really picked that one. So it's a fly out to right. Bob Jones with the catch. So Carlos May made it exciting. And here comes Roy White. And Alomar takes his lead. Tanana looks at him. Now he looks at Humphrey. Shakes off the side. Now he gets one he likes to the belt and deals to White. And that's going to be a bouncer up the middle. And will Alomar score? There's going to be a play at the plate. Jones jumps in front of Briggs. And Jones is going to make a great throw. And they get Alomar at the plate. Bobby Jones' his second assist of the day. Holy smokes. That's the last guy we wanted to get that ball. Bobby Jones is like lights out. So Bobby Jones throws a strike to Humphrey, and Humphrey puts the tag on Alomar. That ends the inning, and the Yankees miss out on tying this game thanks to an amazing throw on the fly, on the money to Terry Humphrey, the catcher for the Angels, who had the plate blocked beautifully. Roy White tried to sneak around, but there was just nowhere to go, and the throw was right on the money. Humphrey just put on the tag. White is out, inning over, and we go to the top of the 9th. So we're going to go to detail. It's going to be a single, and it's going to be 9-2, and runner is out at home. The speedy Alomar is thrown out. Holy smokes. That's exciting. Can't get any better than this. So we've got to make a couple of changes here. Mason's going to play short, and we're going to put Elrod Hendricks at catcher, and Ron Jackson against Jim Catfish Hunter. Catfish is ready. Lines and deals. And a 46 with a 13. That's going to be popped up. And on the first base side, Chambliss in fair ground. Calls off Randolph. Makes the that's not the one I want to hit. That's the one I want to hit. One down. So Jackson pops up. Had a nice cut, but popped it straight up to the right side, and Chambliss didn't barely move much. And here's Chalk, Dave Chalk. Scores 2-1, Angels. Dave Chalk today, what has he done? He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice. Pitch to Chalk, that's a 21. And that's going to be a bouncer to shortstop Mason, who charges it, scoops it, fires on the run, makes the play. 2 out. Dave Collins steps in the box, bats from the left side. Collins, leadoff man, is 1 for 4 today. Hunter looks into Hendricks. Collins calls timeout, steps out of the box, takes a couple of practice swings. And he steps back in now. Hunter's ready, and the pitch. And a 32 is going to be a ground ball to Chambliss at first. Chambliss will feed Hunter on the run. Just ahead of Collins, and that ends the inning. Go to the bottom of the ninth. Last licks for the Yanks. And the Yanks have the big guns coming up. It's going to be Munson, Piniella, and Chambliss, I believe. Right? Yes. And so Tanana has his work cut out for him. But he's pitched a masterpiece here. Allowed 1 run. Oh, wait, he can't go. He can't become an A pitcher. That's right. He has allowed 1 run. My bad. So we're ready. Munson is ready. Tanana checks in with Humphrey. Lines and deals. And that's going to be line base hit. So Munson rips one to Briggs in center. And Munson's on at first. And Munson's set to go. Takes his lead. It's a strike to Piniella. And Humphrey shoots one down. And Munson's safe. Will he get away from Remy? Ooh, may get away from Remy. No, it does not. Remy blocks it. So Munson stops at second base with a steal. A big steal here with nobody out. In the bottom of the ninth. Lou Piniella steps in the box now. Tanana looks over at Munson, takes his lead off second. Piniella stares at Tanana. Tanana gets the sign to the belt and deals. And a 36 will be a ground ball. Bounce to third. Jackson looks Munson back to second. Throws a strike to Solita. Oh, Munson's going to go back, so we're going to have to do this in detail. Ground ball, and it's a 5-3. And here's Chambliss. Chambliss batting 286. What has he done today? Anything? Let's see. Chambliss 0 for 3 today. And Tanana gets the sign to the belt. Looks over at Munson, and he's ready. The pitch. Oh, that's going to be a base hit off the bat of Chambliss. A little looping liner, and Briggs is not going to get there. And cutting in front of him is Bhakti. And scoring from second base is Munson. The game is tied. Chris Chambliss. Clutch. 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Ties the game. And here's Greg Nettles. Chambliss is on at first. 1 out. 2-2. Bottom of the ninth. Yanks 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. California 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Nels is ready. Tanana to the belt. Looks over at Chambliss. He's ready. Here's the pitch. And a 43 will be a fly ball right field. Jones on the run, and Jones tracks it down for the second out. And it's Otto Velez with Chambliss on at first. And Tanana deals. And a 53. That's going to be a range check. And to the shortstop. Will Chalk get there? He knocks it down, but it's going to be a base hit infield single for Velez, putting runners on first and second. And here's Mason. We're out of shortstop, so the light hitting Mason's going to have to hit. I should have made a lot of mistakes in this game. Should have kept Alomar in there as a shortstop and just saved Mason for this situation, because now Mason's got to bat. So first and second, 2 outs. Tanana, we're trying to get him to get this last out here, facing the lefty Jim Mason. Tanana gets the sign from Humphrey to the belt and deals to Mason. And at 35, that will be a fly ball, shallow center field. Back goes Chalk and Remy into the outfield grass, and Briggs calls him off, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 10th. Okay, we're back. Top of the 10th, all tied at 2. Jerry Remy lids off. Hunter is still in there. Pushing Hunter. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. That is Hunter's 5th strikeout of the game. Bruce Bhakti's next. Hits from the left side, and pitch from Hunter. And that's a fly ball, right field. Pinella back towards the track, and he gets there for the second out. Here's Tony Solita. It's probably the last inning for both pitchers. Solita, we got a lefty hitter. What has he done today? He's 0 for 4 today. Hunter winds and deals, and that's going to be ripped for a base hit. Played on a hop by Pinella, gets it into Randolph. It's a single for Solita. First hit of the day for him. He's slow, and we'll bring in a pinch runner. Who's it going to be? I guess it could be who can play first base as well. Bill Melton is not. Is Tommy Davis. Let's see what kind of speed Tommy Davis has. All right, Tommy Davis. Oh, he's slow as well. Who else we got over there? Got Rusty Torres. Let's see if Rusty Torres will come in. Looking for a pinch runner here with 2 outs in the top of the 10th inning. Solita laced a single to center, and he's on at first, so we're gonna send out a pinch runner. Rusty Torres, I cannot for some reason, oh, there he is. Yeah, he's fast, so Rusty Torres will run. Speed is a 4. There you go. So Torres on at first, and it's Dan Briggs. Hunter checks in with Hendricks, and he's ready to pitch. And at 24 will be a bouncer to first. Chambliss going to take it himself, and that ends the inning. So we're going to need a new first baseman. It will be Melton. Bill Melton, and it's Randolph facing Tanana. Bottom of the 10th. Both pitchers still in the game. Both starters still in the game. Here's the pitch from Tanana. And a 63. A swing and a miss, and Randolph strikes out. That's Tanana's. How many strikeouts does Tanana have? And Tanana has 6 strikeouts. And it's Hendricks is next. I didn't pull his card earlier, so I got to grab his card real quick here. All tied at 2. We're in the 10th inning, bottom of the 10th. Hendricks has some power. Be nice if he ended this game with 1 swing of the bat. Can't find his. There he is. Elrod Hendricks. Ellie Hendricks coming in. or batting. He's already been in for a while, been catching for a while. All right, so Hendricks against Tanana. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 10th, Yankee Stadium. 22nd, Sunday, I believe. And the pitch, it's a 42, and that'll be a fly ball. Shallow center. Briggs makes the catch. And it's Roy White, top of the order. White bats from the right side. He's got a couple of hits today. 2 for 4. Tanana's ready, winds and deals. And a 12 will be base on balls. He loses them. And that's going to be it for Tanana. We're going to go to the bullpen. Going to bring in Verhoeven. Manji. Going to bring in Sid Manji. There he is, and Sid Manji will get a roll. He will have his B stuff. So we're going to use Tanana's strip steer to highlight his middle column. So it's Sid Manji. They'll turn, oh no, Munson. Let's face Munson with Roy White at first. And White's got an aggressive lead. Manji looks over. Munson takes a strike, and there goes White. The throw down, and he is out. Roy White caught stealing. And that's going to go 2-4. And that retires the side. So we're going to get a new pitcher for the Yankees as well. It's going to be Dick Tidrow. Dick Tidrow's coming in. All tied at 2 here in the top of the 11th inning. Free baseball. Dick Tidrow's having a good season, adding 1.65 ERA. See what kind of stuff he will have. He will have his C stuff. So he replaces Catfish Hunter, who had a great game. Pitched 10 innings, allowed 2 runs on 8 hits. And it's going to be Humphrey, the catcher for the Angels. The pitch from Tidrow, he winds and deals, and that's a 61. It will be a strike 3. Got him looking. Humphrey goes down looking, heads back to the bench. Tidrow strikes out the first batter he faces. Here's Bob Jones. Tidrow checks in with Hendricks. Winds and deals. Dirk Tidrow. That's a 54. That's going to be a center field error check, and White under it and makes the catch cleanly. So Jones flies one out to center for out number 2. Here's Ron Jackson. Ron Jackson today, so far, 1 for 3. Dirk Tidrow gets the sign from Hendricks. Winds and deals, and a 56. A swing and a miss, goes after the high heat. Tidrow takes him out. And Tidrow with a couple of strikeouts in that inning go to the bottom of the 11th inning. Thurman Munson leads off against Sid Manji. Manji has a 4.28 ERA, 2-6. Munson's ready, so is Manji. Here's the pitch. And a 22 will be line base hit. So Munson ropes one to left, and he's on at first. Piniella now, good hit and run guy. There goes Munson. The pitch to Piniella, a 9er, and a 9er is going to be Pinella's a B hit and run guy, so 9er is going to be a pop-up middle infield. Chalk and Remy. Munson better hurry getting back, and he gets back in time, and calling for it is Chalk. Next is Chris Chambliss. Chambliss calls time. Humphrey's going to take advantage and go talk to Manji. Chambliss takes some practice swings. Greg Nettles on deck, swinging 3 bats. Chambliss. He's ready, gets back in. Manji gets a sign from Humphrey. He's ready. Here's the pitch. 1 out. 14. And that's going to be ground ball hit right at Chalk. This is tailor-made double play. Feeds Remy. Remy with the throw to first in time. 6-4-3 double play. And that retires the side. Go to the top of the 12th. Tidrow versus Dave Chalk. Tidrow's ready. Winds and deals. And a 32. It's going to be a fly ball. Right field. Piniella. White. Piniella calls him off. Makes the catch. 1 away. Dave Collins. Collins today. 1 for 5. Batting .269. Tidrow checks in with Hendricks. Gets the sign he likes. Winds and deals. And a 42. Ball 4. So it's a free pass to Collins, the speedy Collins. Oh, hold on a second. It's my daughter. Hold on a second. Yeah, everything okay? All right, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, yeah, that was nothing. Just she needed a password to do something. All right, so here we are. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 12th. Tidrow pitching for the Yankees. It's all tied at 2. Yanks 2 runs, 11 hits, no errors. California 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. And Collins swings from the left side. Tidrow gets a sign from Hendricks, and he winds and deals. That's Snake Eyes, and that's going to be ball 4. So he walks. Collins walks, and Remy's up. Remy can hit and run. Here's the pitch. Takes a strike. There goes Collins. The throw down, and he is safe with a stolen base. So Collins walks, steals second, and Remy's there to drive him in. We'll see what happens. Here's Tidrow. Tidrow gets the sign, looks over at Collins. Collins shuffles at second base. And here's the pitch to Remy. And a 16 will be a fly ball center field. That's deep enough to get Collins to third. Tagging up is Collins. And he will go to third on that deep fly ball to center. So 2 out now. And that brings up Bruce Bhakti, the lefty, against Dick Tidrow, the righty. Hendricks gives Tidrow the sign. And he to the belt, and he deals. And that's going to be line base hit. Oh no, ball 4. That's walk. Base on balls. And Bhakti takes an aggressive lead. Collins shuffles off third. Tidrow looks at Bhakti. Looks at Collins. Bill Melton, the batter. Here's the pitch from Tidrow. It's a strike. There goes Bhakti. The throw down from Hendricks, and not in time, stolen base, and it could be an error as well. And that'll allow the winning run to come in, but no, not the winning run. It's the top of the inning, so the go-ahead run. So it's going to be a single and a walk and a stolen base. So 2 stolen bases off Hendricks in this inning, and it's Bill Melton, and we didn't pull him out of his pile. Let's grab him. There he is. Bill Melton's up. He bats from the right side. And he's ready to roll. So is Tidrow. Tidrow to the belt and deals. And that's going to be a line drive and caught by Nettles at third base. So he rips one, and Nettles goes up for it and brings it down. Saves the day for the Yanks. Line out to 5. Hit that on the screws, but Nettles was positioned perfectly to go to the bottom of the 12th. A lot of free baseball here tonight. Greg Nettles batting .247 so far in today's game. He doesn't have a hit. He's 0 for 4. Munson has 4 hits. So Nettles with good power. Manji gets the sign. winds and deals, and that's going to be a snake eyes, which is going to be a swing and a miss, and he gets Nettles on strikes. Otto Velez now. Velez bats from the right side. 267 hitter with 3 home runs. The pitch from Manji and a 42 is going to be a base on ball, so Velez walks. On at first. Jim Mason now. Mason's not a good. Mason's going to square, and it's a good bunt. Picked up by Manji. Going to second is Velez. And that puts the winning run in scoring position for Willie Randolph. And after Randolph, who is it? Hold on a second. After Randolph, it is Hendricks. And you know what? We're going to walk Randolph here. Potentially walk Randolph to face Ellie Hendricks, a lefty. So we get lefty on lefty. So Ellie Hendricks can win the game for the Yanks here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 12th inning. Velez stands at second, gets his lead. He's the winning run. And Randolph gets his lead from first. Manji checks in with Humphrey, gets a sign he likes, to the belt and deals. And that's going to be a possible error, and it may be. We'll see what happens here. It's a 52, and that's going to be a bouncing ball to Chalk, and Chalk is going to hesitate, and he drops the ball, and the bases are loaded. It's an E6. That loads the bases. Error on Chalk. It's a 4. There's no way this is not an error, and it is. E6 here loads the bases with 2 outs. I was hoping that was going to be like a throwing error, but no. And here comes Roy White. Bases are loaded now for Manji. White will switch hitters, so he'll bat from the right side. And White today is 2 for 4. He's got an opportunity here to win the ball game. So you got Velez shuffles over at third. Randolph takes his lead from second. Winning run is really Velez. So and Hendricks on at first. Roy White, the batter, 2 for 4 today, batting .322, having an excellent season. And Humphrey gives Manji the sign, shakes him off. Now sees one he likes to the belt. And here's the pitch. And that's a drive in the gap, and that falls in. Game is over. Roy White picks up a single here. Could have been a double, but he only needs a single. And the Yankees win it. They win it by a score of 3-2. Roy White, the hero, gets mobbed at first base by his teammates. Scoring the winning run is Otto Velez. The loss is going to go to Manji. The victory is going to go to Tidrow. Yankees win it. What a game. And the Dick Tidrow goes 8-1. Sid Manji falls to 2-7. Jim Catfish Hunter pitched an outstanding game. He gets the MVP. Yankees are now 85-35. The Angels are 52-72. Let's look at home run. Munson, his 14th. Collins stole his 19th base. Bhakti his 7th. Munson stole his 12th. I think he had 20 stolen bases. Roy White was caught stealing twice. Hunter pitched 10 innings, 8 hits. Lowered his ERA to 3.02. That was an excellent game all the way around. Intentional walks, Sid Manji. Oh, that's his third. So he walked Willie Randolph to load the bases. And that's it, my friends. This is Tony Porter. Remember to like and subscribe my channel. Click on that little bell so you're alerted as to my videos. I hope you enjoyed this presentation of the 76 Yankees. My replay of the 76 Yankees. This is the first team I ever played, and that's why I'm playing it. And join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. Join Fall Classic Baseball group. And all the associated groups as well. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Reach out to me if you have any questions or any comments. Let me know in the comments section, and I will respond to you. Take care now.